versus Rise, and I already saw Rushiez a little frustrated how this one's going so late, but you honestly gotta play the cards that you're dealt here today. And Rise, as we join in, they have doubled up the scoreline of the Pittsburgh Knights already.
Yeah, without a doubt, they're up over the doubling side, and now that next hill is going to be right in the middle of this B hill down there at the firing range. You see Pittsburgh Knights mounted up 3 wide, 3 deep on that side of the map. Rushiez is just going to Lancer out, just trying to make sure that they know where they are, get those marks out. Dezo's going to get crossed out from the top side by DeToX. That down comes through, but I think DeToX actually had some help. They rotated Raver over to try to get DeToX out. They end up rotating somebody over to help get the kill on him. I love this setup right now. 2 players in the overlook to Lancer anybody that comes into the whole vertical, and then they've got 1 person back street and the other person protected in that cubby to get the horizontal. They have got this thing crossed out in a 90-degree picture perfectly.
Now, I know we didn't get to see the picks and bans. I know we didn't get to see our predictions, but coming into this one, with how recent right now, that addition to DeToX, even getting player of the week, how great and how much pressure that alleviates for the squad. I do have Rise taking this series in my official predictions, Colin. So hopefully they can prove me right and keep on building the momentum that DeToX is able to bring. Rushiez gets a big double kill, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. This addition of DeToX alleviates the pressure. Now you're going to see Rushiez kind of be a little bit more free, be a little bit more wild in how he plays.
He has the drop is on the ground right now. I think Rushiez just dropped it right there in that cubby corner. They're going to be able to hop and drop into this one to be able to pick up the 1. Now you see him going to move for the reload. They're going to push across the back alley of this map. They know where that next hill is. It's down where those 3 players from Rise are already mounted. I think you need to use the drop early in this. Go ahead and try to get a pick right here, right now. I know that there's about 10 seconds left or less on that last hill. 7 seconds now. Dezo needs to find a kill here. He needs to get one of these to go to be able to break this setup. Long range onto Rushiez, gets the kill. That should break the setup wide open. They get a couple of downs, no deaths just yet. Avexys trying to play back into the spawn, but gets rotated on by Dezo. Another down, not cleaned up by Rise in this situation. Yes, they're getting some initial points here, but they are not getting able to clean up any of these kills. It's going to make it very hard. Oh, that's a T-skill.
Yeah, you know, they might not be able to clean them up, but Dez and I sure cleaned up a few teammates there. Monkyz doing what he can to take out DeToX. Now the death is going to be staggered. It doesn't matter if they get that close spawn. They're going to have to run through that wide open space where they're going to take a bunch of Lancer damage, a bunch of crossfire. Nobody even has a smoke to cloud anything up. So it's going to be hard. They need perfectly placed flash grenades if anything's going to happen right now. You see 3 members. They're just stuffed right now. They're being stopped. Return fire on that flash. Cleanup coming through. Icy gets 1. Icy gets 2. Icy's going to get 3 after he shows them who's boss. And that's exactly why throughout the course of each and every split, each and every season, I let Rise terrorize my predictions because I knew it was just a matter of time before they'd bounce back.
You know, I was trying to figure out why on such a beautiful sunny day on training grounds that it was hard for me to kind of see the action going on around the map. It's because Rushiez is playing as Min and DeToX is playing as Captain Hoffman, but all that bald head, all that shininess, all that turtle wax they got going on, man, I couldn't happen to see anything and anywhere around this entire map. You see them trying to rotate over here. Monkyz will have that next drop shot in hand. He's going to have 1 to his favor. I think he goes ahead and uses it on the heaven. There's a mark up there. They're going to have the call. There's 2, but they get the drop. If any of the... Yo, use the drop. Use the drop. Use the drop. Use the drop. Okay, wasted drop. Wasted drop. Okay. They used it. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness they used that. I was like, did you just watch that happen? Did you just stand by and watch your players get violated up there on that heaven position and not try to drop up somebody?
That's just insane, though. This goes that pre-fire. They're trying to hold on as much of this time as possible. Almost 200 plus points. Rise over Pittsburgh. Monkyz, he has to lead the charge. Getting that first kill onto the newcomer in DeToX. 2v1 going down. Rushiez gets taken out. Icy should surely fall, but he gets 1 before he gets taken out. Late into this one, Pittsburgh Knights, they're going to get that 30 seconds, but they're going to have to rotate quick. They're going to have to go across the map right now because it's going to reset. Next hill is going to be on the U, exactly where Rise is already set up at.
Got something for you.
Now we see the flash come out from Rushiez. He's going to try to challenge this player.
Wow,
Dezo's going to hit him with a big bag, a big up A there to get that kill. 261, 39 seconds to go. Only up over the 100-point club for Pittsburgh Knights. flashes out. They're going to be pushing into this next one. Shotgun shots out. DeToX trying to help his teammate Avexys get one of these. Beautiful brick right there. And now we see they've got one more player to worry about. They don't want to get pinched, so they're going to be able to push up. They're going to get this kill to make sure that they can turn and try to burn anybody from Pittsburgh Knights coming into this. Yo, why?
I really don't know why you would try to challenge that right now. And once again, shut down. They're just right now individually pouring in like a glass of water on a hot summer day. And Rise is just taking it and just drinking right now. 275 plus points, less than 20 seconds now remain. Frag grenade going out, unable to get the second one. He did pick up a kill though. Can they get the revive off? Sumuns, he needs to go big. This is a crucial frag grenade. Icy sees that one coming, dodges it in the nick of time. 9 seconds left for Rise here. Sumuns doing what he can with that crossfire over the top. Icy's forced to back up. Down's coming through. Clean up though from DeToX. There goes 2. Almost trying to make it 3. Avexys gets a 3rd. Sumuns all by himself. Game on the line. Has to come up big. He can't go down, and he does. It does look like Rise will take map number 1, barring any late game miracles coming out. Monkyz gets shut down, and that's going to be it. The end of the road in map number 1. Rise take the map in dominating fashion away from the Pittsburgh Knights.
That wasn't the end of the road, PR. They found the end of the pavement. They went onto the gravel. They found the end of the gravel road. They found the dirt road, and they took them boys out behind the woodshed, and they delivered a whooping. A W, 3 H's, 4 O's, a P, an I, and an N with an apostrophe. A whooping onto them boys. They win map number 1 to take a 1-0 lead, but ladies and gentlemen, we have got 4 maps to go to possibly settle this thing out. Our map number 2 is going to be Execution. Don't go anywhere. It's right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gears Esports Pro League. We have just seen a pretty dominant performance by Rise in map number 1 on Training Grounds Control. Ooh, boy, that was one hell of a job.
That was definitely a match that if you're a fan of the Pittsburgh Knights, you're not happy seeing that. If you're the Pittsburgh Knights, you're mad. You're probably arguing, but you need to make sure you're focused right now that you don't argue. Because that was just a complete and utter annihilation from Rise. And I talked about the amount of pressure DeToX just being on the team alleviates. That's just another pure slaying threat that you have to watch out for. And while you're watching out for him, it alleviates that stress. Icy's able to run wild. Rushiez able to run wild. You already saw Avexys in that map alone going off. And to me, that's a scary sight right now for any team going up against Rise.
I think Rise has been playing so good on control and execution. Like, this is a purebred joke, PR, but like the way that they've been playing control and execution, I feel like every time they get to whatever the escalation map is, they're like, whatever they want to play, whatever the other team wants to play. And they're like, what do you mean whatever the other team wants to play? Because I don't give a damn. We got control and execution around that escalation. Because that's the kind of performances they've had in those 2 game types. They have been on an absolute roll and a tear as of late that has really been the kind of Rise that everybody has wanted to be able to see and has been expecting for so very long. And that's one of the beautiful things. When you open up the game types, when you add in these 2 other game types, you not only change the genetic makeup of teams, but you change their approach. You change how they see the game and how they can win these matchups and win these best of 3, best of 5 series, whatever it may be at the time that they're having to deal with, because now they can go into it and say, look, escalation might not be our strong suit, but we are burning the house down on control. Let's win 1 and 4, try to sneak something else out in those other 3 game types. And then we've saw it twice now.
When they're kind of getting discombobulated, it looks really bad. It looks like 4 individuals trying to be a hero one after the next, running in by themselves. It's like they almost kind of don't know how to slow it down. Just a little bit of execution on Clocktower. I've seen this one go quick. I've seen this one take a little bit to kind of develop, but right now, Rise has really set the tone. And on this map in particular, I like the way Icy plays it. He's that flex player. He goes up top. He goes down low. But just like that, in the blink of an eye, flash grenades going towards that back pillar. They're looking to make him a target. They get the sniper, but both players drop immediately. And Monkyz goes down as well. Make that all 4 in just a blink of an eye. This round is over, and Rise continuing to build on that momentum.
You can't see my face, but I'm stunned, disgusted, and a little oh my godish over here, like all at once. Like I'm just wrapping that into a ball. That was intense. My man DeToX had no fear bouncing up into that fight, trying to get that first shot off. He hit every pellet to finish off that player who was down. Ended up getting the big chunk on the second player after downing him. Pittsburgh Knights need to find, I don't know what the answer is even. All 4 players are up here. They've got the man advantage. They just pushed up. It took a while for Rise to finally realize that they needed to rotate somebody else up here. The sniper rifle will find one headshot. Icy playing this back pillar is going to flash out toward Monkyz. Avexys is going to move over there. Double shots down. The Lancer fire over that top spot will continue to get the downs and kills. But look at that. Now they've got a 3v2. Now they got a 3v1.
Icy. That was all Icy getting towards that back pillar and really just being a thorn in the side. I thought for a second they at least got the trade and got him out of there, but he was able to kind of hold on. He stayed there. And like I said at the very beginning portions of the match, I love the way he plays it as that flex player. I'm not going to say he's the IGL because we know most of that does go to Avexys, especially in that host spot on Clocktower, but he's the guy when he comes up top, he's going to definitively tell them to push over. He's going to throw his flash and he's going to go ahead and push over with it.
Real quick, I need you to give a little history lesson. That little spot right here where we see Rushiez mount up, that used to be, that's not host
secondary.
pocket.
Secondary? No, that's secondary. Yeah, okay. That's the spot you don't want to be. That's probably the worst spot in the game when it comes to getting crossed out, especially in Gears of War Ultimate Edition. It's like you don't control your own destiny in that spot. Meanwhile, where you see Avexys is sitting at, where you see, I do believe, Monkyz is sitting at, that's the host spot. That's where you can kind of control the map with the Lancer. I don't know how I was going to say, I don't know. DeToX got in almost out for free with that sniper, though, almost immediately putting it to use, but everybody's going to stay alive for now. This one will slow down, but it's going to be up to DeToX here to make a play.
DeToX 2 shots out, 2 body shots. No heads being popped just yet. Now they're starting to rotate down toward the bottom. DeToX has been left for just a moment to his own devices, trying to rotate down toward these nades. Sumuns is going to get called out. He's in a 2v1, bouncing around. If he can pick off either of them, that's a big play. Now it's going to be a 3v3 official on the map. DeToX running into their spawn, trying to just stay alive for as long as humanly possible. Gets a lot of damage on Monkyz, but can't get the down to connect. Now it's a 3v2 official. They find Rushiez. They're going to call him out. Rushiez is going to get 2v1 there, and it's all up to Icy. If he can make a miracle happen here, it would be something special. Has to worry about Monkyz behind him and 2 in front of him. Headshot over the top of the corner.
He has the 1v1, Colin. This is his chance. Never mind. Man, I really thought that brick that he shot out with that shotgun shot, I thought he was going to push forward and really try to solidify that elimination, but that torque, oh my God, do I wish I can do that.
That's accuracy at the highest level, baby. I mean, hit that thing over the garden there at the tree, just right over the top, hits him right through the back of the brainstem, puts him downtown Julie Brown in the ground. Whew. My goodness, now we see the next round coming out. Rise, once again, checking the bottom. It's going to be a 3v3 for just a moment until both teams decide to rotate that guy up or down. Sumuns is still checking. I believe that's Icy at the bottom, so just trying to play the positioning game down there as well. Icy will be at 70%, has to pull back.
Icy just kind of fakes out wide just to make sure Sumuns is still down there. As you see, Sumuns already pushing up. They're getting ready for a push. PK either wants the sniper or they want to push that back line. It is going to be the first one. Immediately gets that kill onto Rushiez. Only a down coming through. Avexys goes down as well. Rushiez was the player that was going to be able to get the revive. DeToX gets taken down. Icy by himself. It's going to be a short stint as the Pittsburgh Knights tie it up 2 rounds apiece.
That's the answer they needed. They're fighting back into this one. They're trying to get this map under their belt because they do not need to have anything go wrong for them to go down 2-0 going into map number 3.
Where I talked about, you can kind of almost telegraph what's going to happen. You saw Sumuns run up top, but while Sumuns is rotating from bottom to top, you saw the team kind of pushing forward, trying to at least start that fight for him. Now both these teams kind of rotating up top in their own mind. A big crossfire, big bloodbath going down. Multiple players being lost on both sides. But at the end of the day, it's PK who ended up with the man advantage. Icy, 2 rounds in a row, ended up by himself. It's going to be the same exact result. 3 rounds in a row for PK here in this match against Rise.
3-2, PK takes the lead now. looking to continue to build on this momentum going into the later portions of this map number 2. Let's see what they can come away with here as everybody's going to roll out of spawn. I think you need to maybe change up your fortunes because Pittsburgh has figured out what it is you're up to. They have started to figure out the game plan here at the top of the map. And they've been able to twice now get out with that power weapon and kind of use it to their advantage, use it to help them solidify rounds. Raver, flash in hand. Gonna throw it toward the back pillar, trying to get the stun. They're trying to solidify Dezo getting that sniper, and they are gonna do just that again. The down comes through on Raver. They kill him, but the sniper is still alive. So it's 4v3. The snipe is still up. Monkyz with a double down there in the middle of the map. They see them rotate across, trying to get anybody to... Is he glitched into the guard?
Wait, what? I want an Avexys tree? Sumuns gets taken down by Icy. Icy's the hero of this round yet again. I don't even know what happened. He planted an Avexys seed and it grew into a tree. Go next. Go next.
Go next. Go next. As the Stormtrooper said in A New Hope, nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Take your droids.
We know the mission.
I don't know, Colin. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it came down to a big play from Icy to really save it. And that's been almost the name of the game. The big addition from DeToX, but Icy, the resurgence of Icy here in this split. Rushiez able to get one. DeToX gets out with that sniper. Rushiez falls, but it's going to be up to DeToX. 1v2 situation. He has the snipe. Oh, that's a blunder. He didn't mean to do that, but it's going to cost him his life in the end. PK go up 1, 4-3.
Now we see 4-3. Pittsburgh Knights, they need 2 more rounds to try to win this map in their favor. Icy, has been heroic this entire situation. Avexys has 10 assists to this point in this matchup, by the way. Beautiful job. Thus far, Sumuns right there with him, 2 and 10 for himself. Again, I always try to hope that teams are willing to kind of throw a wrench into the system, try to change things up in any way, shape, or form, but it looks like right here we're going to continue to have the same initial. Raver will continue to try to use that flash to help get that sniper out.
I'm still laughing, man. Avexys, be careful. We know you're one with nature. Big push coming through. And PK likes to be aggressive, and it's Raver usually first. Avexys from the ground, able to get 2. DeToX gets the 3rd. Sumuns, that player that plays down low, late to the fight. 1v3. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it, but right now, DeToX knows where he at. They spotted him at Avexys. Everybody's going to spot him if he runs. They don't want to give him a 1v1. They're going to get frags. Man, Rise right now, they're not giving up any inches, not even centimeters.
Beautiful job there, getting the Lancer damage onto Sumuns. He's going to bounce around as long as he can. Put on a little show for everybody at home. Absolutely beautiful. I'm sure he had the earbuds in. I don't know what he was listening to, but he was probably rolling down in the deep. And your brain goes numb. Call that Sumuns freeze.
That's what I said. This is where Icy on this map, I think teams really need to pay attention to the VOD, figure out what he's doing, and then overall, he fits in perfectly. Like I said, him and Avexys, I don't know how much communication is actually going down between those 2 players, the IGL and Icy, but these are flawless moves when he rotates back up top. And this is where we have a 4 up top from Rise. This is right out of the gate, the aggression coming through. You've seen this happen before from PK with Raver leading the charge. Immediately, a big shot being fired off, a kill going in way of Rise, but multiple trades going back and forth. The man advantage goes over to Rise. They have 3 players up. Flank coming through. Raver getting some big shots onto Rushiez, but the kill goes over to Avexys. Sumuns gets 2 downs. Sumuns gets 2 downs. He gets close to 1v3, but he goes for the elimination. Icy 1 step ahead, and once again, Rise on map point.
Why Icy's so good right now? Like,
I have no idea.
I need to sit down and talk to Mr. Cope for just a hot minute. I need to just figure out what God's green earth he decided he was going to start doing this split to just become an absolute monster again. That man's always been good, but this is great. This is fantastic. This is phenomenal. Stupendous.
Stupendous. Indeed. You saw the 4 up top. Now they have a 2 down low. Rise is switching up their strategies. They're going to play back up top Hopefully they don't give up the sniper too easy, even though it's going to be hard to kind of hold them off of it. But they do, and they get the kill. Oh no, Monkyz takes out one though. This is coming down to a 2v2. Immediately, Avexys gets yet another double kill. 6-4. Rise shut this one down and go up 2-0 over the Pittsburgh Knights.
Yikes. Shikes. Could it have been anybody else other than Icy in that one? Telling them they're oh so boring. We're playing that beautiful chrome steel bolter skin. They have now won back-to-back maps against the side of the Pittsburgh Knights. They are up 2-0, and we will be going into our map number 3 on Escalation, mind. So the bread and butter, I guess you would have to say, of Pittsburgh Knights, because it's where they made so many of their grand finals, is on that Escalation game mode. But right now, I mean, they are getting...
No bread, no butter. Not this split. Pittsburgh Knights, they're not looking like themselves. And that's, to me, it's really telling. I'm the biggest fan of the Pittsburgh Knights, or at least I'd like to think so. So, you know, when I'm beginning to doubt them, I'm beginning to falter a little bit, that's really signs of something going wrong. And throughout this split, it kind of started in that major. They're beginning to fall apart. I don't know if it's the overall loss of identity beginning to creep back. I don't know if it's just an overall switch up because of the game modes, but the Pittsburgh Knights are looking like a shell of themselves, and it's honestly a sad sight to see.
I mean, it is not coming back in their favor right now. They are definitively looking terrible in a lot of these situations, especially when they keep giving up big plays by a solo player, big over rotations. Man, let me see that Icy. I want to see that Avexys tree. Like I wish. Like I know we're supposed to move on from it, but like every bone in my body wants an Avexys tree right now.
I just wish I saw more of it. I want to see Avexys. I know you're out there. I don't know if you have the stream on. I know you're gonna rewatch the VODs, but please, and when I say please, I mean pretty please, with 2 cherries, some whipped cream, and sprinkles on top. I need to see that from your point of view. Please, please.
I want to hear the comms when that happened. More than I want to see the POV. I want to hear exactly what comes out of somebody's mouth. I'm not sure who, but somebody, I guarantee you, said something pretty horrendous when that happened, and I don't know what it was, but that's what I want.
Only. Imagine coming in, having your own series, and getting your salad tossed left and right.
I don't know where to go with that one. I'm sorry.
It's not something you want to imagine if the Pittsburgh Knights. And honestly, this is something that could be quite a big possibility. And I don't know if it's because of the game modes. I don't know if they took too long of a break. I don't know if they just might not be as good of friends as they once were. But something has definitely changed on the side of the Pittsburgh Knights, and not for the better.
Well, right now we're going to see a bunch of fights break out toward the backside of the U, and now we're going to push up. Raver's going to try to take this little advantage up here with Icy. Shots from the heaven up over the top. Raver's going to get flashed out as well. The back A attempted to come out from DeToX, is not going to be able to find him. Icy still fighting for his life and limb up here. He's going to go down as well. Now you see Pittsburgh Knights rotating over toward the home hill of Rise. They're going to have a triple cap situation possibly underway here momentarily, but need to make sure that Rise does not continue to hold on to that B hill. They got to get over there very quickly.
See, they're trying to make that their new home hill. Yes, they're going to make an attempt on their own home hill back, but right now they just need to spread out the defense of the Pittsburgh Knights. Once they spread it out, that's when you're going to see them try to retake their home back. You see that they have Avexys underneath, trying to keep the players guessing. Both of those players on the other side, which are going to be Raver and Monkyz, but Monkyz is rotating over. He's getting ready. He knows one of these 2 hills are going to be under siege in just a short moment.
So we see what Avexys is doing. He's trying to go underneath, trying to go for a big-time flank. He's going to get called out by Raver probably here momentarily, and he does indeed. So here comes the next Lancer fires. So let's see what they end up going with. And it looks like Rushiez is going to get called out yet again. Flash out over the top, trying to get anything to go. Rushiez still having to sit down because he's full red. They're continuing to hold on to the home hill of Rise. They're going to continue to get these kills. That's going to open things up for them to rotate one player over and try to go for a triple cap domination. It's going to be up to DeToX to try to keep him in this round, try to keep this alive. He hits that brick on the Monkyz, gets the down. He's going to let him crawl around. I don't know if you want it. There we go. I was going to say, you might want to go ahead and clean that thing up.
Let's say maybe waiting a little too long to kind of clean it up. Wanted to see him waste a little bit more time, make it a little bit easy for your teammates to get on the field, but now they have two angles. Flank coming through from Dezo as well through the middle. Icy looking like a quick up A, like he went right through Raver there for a moment. Dezo is going to clean one up. Back and forth, both teams getting reinforcements in the nick of time. Avexys going up against Sumuns here, but they need a triple neutralization. Sumuns is going to fall. The reviving at the nick of time for Raver to try to get this last defensive stop. This is going to be important. Both Avexys and DeToX have to go big here and try to stop this hill. Big down coming through. A clean up as well. Monkyz gets two, and just like that, going to hold on to this round.
They're going to have to hold on to this round and a whole lot more. They need to come back into this one, make it 2-1. You see that kill coming through for Icy. Will shut down that last ditch effort, but he knows he can't make it all the way over to the home hill to be able to get that triple cap domination. So round number 1 will go favor of the Pittsburgh Knights in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Pittsburgh off to a good start here on Escalation. They need to hold on to this one. Look, we kept talking about it. This needs to be the game mode that they win, because right now, the way that they are playing, the way that Rise is playing on control and execution, it is going to be having to traverse uphill 15 miles in the snow barefoot to try to beat them on both of those as well.
See the shock grenade. I like that shock grenade going down low, especially, you know, kind of with these 3 game modes in. It was started off very heavily by United, and you got to see the effect it has, especially throughout the course of this match. There's going to be no shot grenades on the sides, only incense, but it's going to be a 1v1 for that shot grenade. Nothing's going to change up on this initial. Icy gets taken out, first blooded by Sumuns, followed up by another one of Dezo, and it does look like the Pittsburgh Knights want to have 3 players dead off this initial and go for a triple cap domination.
Now we see Rushiez over the top trying to lance her out to get any kind of positioning he can whatsoever. Flash is going to go for the hop of the drop, but I mean, he's going to be full damage by Raver, and as soon as he hits the ground, gets that first kill. Now Dezo is going to get shot punched. He's going to go down, and the second shot from DeToX comes through. Beautiful job getting those kills there to continue to solidify the home hill. The last 2 players for the Pittsburgh Knights caught at the B hill. They don't know that for certain, though, so that's why DeToX is taking his time. He's trying to poke around just to make sure nobody gets to be able to sneak up on him. Not able to get anything going just yet.
I'm really trying to observe this setup. I do like it because they have that heaven and that spot underneath the God spot to really lance route these players of Rise. So they need to make sure that they're working together here, figure out the information of who they want to attack. I think that player down low is one of their targets, or going straight across where you don't get lanced. Or Rushiez picks neither. He gets taken out in a triangle cross formation. That one looked a little bit too easy for the Pittsburgh Knights to stop.
Icy has to back all the way to the back pillar, and with that death on Rushiez, that's going to continue to keep Pittsburgh in the driver's seat here, as they will continue to hold on to the 2-1 hill advantage. DeToX trying to make a miracle happen. He's going to push all the way up with a teammate, rotates around. Big shot out of Sumuns will get the down. Way to go to the wide shot for DeToX to get that down. Working in tandem. They get a second kill there with Avexys. Now it's up to the B hill. Shock is out by the side of Pittsburgh Knights. Rushiez will be stuck here on the front side of this cover. Raver's trying to rotate in. Triple cap domination being threatened momentarily. There's going to be a big 1v1 over at the home hill momentarily as BK Sumuns gets into the hill but goes down with the first shot and gets cleaned up, tied up. Rise 1-1.
Yeah, that was a great round for Rise to win. Not necessarily in control throughout the most of it, but as I said, Rushiez down there making a little bit of a blunder play, kind of giving his life away. So you got to give it up to Rise. After things like that, immediately spawning back up, realizing your mistakes and correcting them from there on out. But what are we playing right now, Colin? We have shock grenades in the middle, incense underneath. I've never seen anything like it.
Whatever you want, that's what we're playing right now. We're going to make sure that we come away with this a little bit better and happier on the other end. We see all the utility in the middle of the map being placed out. Retro on the side of the Pittsburgh Knights. And I think that's one of the things that Rise kind of can do is they can upset the balanced order on Escalation now because they are built very much to win control and execution. They can kind of place down weapons, place down positions to try to be able to... Now we see what's going to happen here. That first shot coming out from Icy gets that kill.
And now they're really just trying to stay alive, but The exit's behind you guys. They were going to get crossed regardless, but Avexys is going to leave those down. They're definitely going to get staggered out. Monkyz, that was a must-win fight between Monkyz. I do believe that was Rushiez. This is definitely going to keep this game alive. Pittsburgh Knights are not out just yet. Only 20 points really separate them. That's just for now. As you see, it's going to get even bigger. Already up to 30. You're already seeing something like this from Rise. They're just spreading out the numbers. You know they're going to attack the home hill. It's just a matter of time.
Here comes Dezo on a big-time flank. Flash hits him just in time. Oh, my God. Talk about the timing of the gods there to save, I believe, everybody's life in that situation. Icy's going to be 2v1 here. Monkyz fakes the up A and then backs off. They have the easy kill there onto Icy. B-Hill now in favor of Rise. Rise is coming off spawn as well. They got to get back into position to try to defend these 2-to-1 hill advantage. Shots here onto Dezo. Dezo's going to try to push up. There's Rushy underneath the god spot. They're going to hop and drop on him here momentarily. 3 players from Pittsburgh pushing up through the middle of the map just to try to get these kills. Beautiful job there. They're going to leave Rushies down to crawl around. DeToX is going to flash out up top. They're going to try to pressure up on the Monkyz. Beautiful first shot onto him, and a second shot comes through. They need one more to really get that down, but here comes the reinforcements. Icy once again finds himself between a rock and a hard place. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and Pittsburgh is backing up. Flash comes through. It stuns. I don't believe it stunned anybody. I think it fell through the stairwell. Yo, an Avexys tree and an open stairwell, baby. Let's get it.
Man, we just find it all right now. Monkyz gets the instance this late in the game. Could prove difficult. They're not going to win off of one, as you see at the top. Swarm still going to be able to hold on to that win condition, but just 1 second, one quick decap, no matter what, and 2 uncontested hills. They're going to be back into this one, but actually both hills get decapped, the neutral and the home hill of the Pittsburgh Knights, but 2 hills still racking up time for Pittsburgh. That was just enough to switch up this win condition, but they have to hold on to it. It has to be uncontested, and Rise have enough time where they can stretch around. They can go toward that neutral and try to get somebody off guard in way of spreading out their defense, but already that's going to be the first pick. Sumuns going down is going to be telling.
Yeah, Sumuns went down chasing a kill inside of the spawn. Avexys is going to push up into the hill by himself. Double shot down. They get the break there. It's going to give him the win condition back over. Raver's trying to bounce around, make a miracle happen as he comes down the stairs, but he's going to go down. 2-to-1 hill advantage, less than 3 seconds. Nobody on any of the hills to get a decap. Rise, they'll take a 2-1 lead going into the last round of the first half.
I mean, I predicted Rise to take the series. I said Pittsburgh Knights needed to win 2 out of the next 3 rounds. So if I'm smart, which, you know, I might not be, Rise should definitely close this one out in 3-0 fashion. That's going to be my prediction. But it's Pittsburgh Knights. They're one of those teams to where they might be faltering a little bit, but they're still not out. They're still not going to go down without a fight. So I'm talking about my predictions, but I've been wrong plenty of times before, as everyone knows.
Shock on the side of the Pittsburgh Knights. Boltok over there for Rise. Now we come to the last round of the first half, playing toward the middle of the map. Somebody got killed right off spawn. A little stalemate-y restart here. Icy shot, clean, clocked.
Show, like, even though we're this far into escalation, Colin, there's still tricks, there's still strategies that a lot of these teams, a lot of these players, I don't want to say they're maybe waiting, but you can kind of see it's being shown now more than ever. This is shot grenade, instant center line. Besides United and maybe one other team, who else kind of did that and made it a normal strategy? Nobody.
Barrage, baby. DeToX.
I knew it. See, I told you. I'm not 100% sure, but now I'm about like 65% sure.
We'll never be sure of anything except for the fact that 9,000 people now have the stream muted. You know how it is.
It's all right. I'm going to put captions on. You guys can't get rid of me just yet.
You're going to hack the system like Blaze tried to earlier, put captions on for everybody, and then Mamo Dezo gets the M-bar. He might be able to get out with it, too. He's going to stand up. DeToX is going to see that. And Rise went for the early 2-to-1 hill advantage. They gave up the power weapon for the points. Rushiez gets called out. Shock drops right at his feet. Another shock deep into the hill spawn. Maybe go over the triple gap domination. They get the down. Yo, is this Mr. Krabs play about to work? Please, dear God, tell me it's 3-1. That's beautiful.
I can't believe he used the shock to get the shot. If you guys don't know, when the shock grenade is center line, it actually gives you 2 instead of 1. That's the benefit of putting those weapons down towards center line rather than on your side. The same thing was kind of around way back when Escalation came out for Gears of War 5, when you could put the drop shots and the boom shots. You just get more ammo if it is center line. If you guys are wondering how Rushiez was able to get 2 shot grenades on that exchange, that's what you got to kind of wonder. Free M bar given up as Rise goes for the sneaky Mr. Krabs play. You got to make sure you're thinking at every portion of this game, because if you don't, a team will make you pay.
Yo, tell me the truth. Do you believe that the secret ingredient in Krabby Patties is crab? Sorry, you said Mr. Krabs play.
Patty. I think it's definitely there, because Mr. Krabs is the only crab in Bikini Bottom.
All right, I buy fully into that conspiracy theory that that's why there's no other crabs. That there's lobsters, but there's no other crabs. My man, Mr. Krabs out here cooking his family. That's why his daughter's a whale. He had to adopt her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No shot. Anyway, let's get back into the game and hope for another Mr. Krabs play so I can ask you another conspiracy theory about SpongeBob. Shocks are out. Flashes as well. A triple cap domination was threatened for just a hot second as they continue to get kills around the map. Raver's going to rotate back down to the E hill. He's got to stop this from happening. He has to slide into the hill. He goes down. Here comes Dezo for the last reset. Triple cap coming through 4-1 in favor of Rise. Not necessarily a Mr. Krabs play, but that was definitely a little plankton for Pittsburgh Knights, because they got to be frustrated with what's going on.
I would definitely be frustrated, and that's where it kind of shows in their gameplay as well. And don't get confused. No, they're not killless. We did restart the rounds, but maybe they're killless here in this restart of this one. So you can kind of see just Monkyz in the last split was kind of like the workhorse for Pittsburgh. And you can kind of see that what we talked about. If Monkyz is not performing well, neither is the entirety of the Pittsburgh Knights. And I don't know what it's going to take. A miracle. I don't know if Rise needs to put their controllers down for a little bit in order for them to come back. But right now, this is looking like a 3-0. This is looking like Rise wants to get to bed and they're done playing games.
One more round for a 3-0 over the Pittsburgh Knights for Rise. They are in the second half here. Raver is trying to stop Avexys from getting that shot grenade. Just checking. You can hear the entire war happening out up top. Now you see Avexys pop out and get the kill. Oh my God, Dezo's been killed. Now here comes Monkyz. Oh, yo, stop. Stop. Hurt him. Hurt him.
I had that same reaction, but inside it's just like, oh no, those Mo, you cannot let that happen and immediately give him that M bar over. That's what I'm saying, man. DeToX is one of those players, jack of all trades. He can go off with the M bar, he can go off with the torque, but so can this man Icy. He's gonna sit towards that high ground, rack up that score line for him and the rest of his team. Already 20+ points in this one. And Pittsburgh Knights, man, they're wasting a lot of time. They know where the information is at. They know where this team is set up. They just need to go, and almost Dezo gets taken out. Icy trying to gear up. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get flashed, that he can continue to just fire off this M bar and threaten the members of PK.
Now we see Icy up top, continuing to try to find anybody. One player from Pittsburgh has snuck over to the home hill of Rise. Icy's about to get flushed out. I mean, there was somebody like literally breathing down his neck, and they were able to get that quick kill on him. Now DeToX is by himself here at the E hill, waiting for some help from over the top. The Insids come through for one. They pick up the second. DeToX picks up the second, excuse me. Now Monkyz is stuck in the home hill, trying to be able to figure out what can go forward. Monkyz is going to get snubbed out by Rushiez, turns back. Icy's there. A lot of shots come through.
Oh, he's even getting crossed in the backside. Down, not able to escape. Rise with a 180+ point lead, just staggering the deaths of the Pittsburgh Knights. Monkyz fell. Raver's looking like he's going to be next. Well-placed flash, though. He's going to save the day for now, but over 200 points. Rise, they need a triple neutralization, and Pittsburgh Knights are going to try to take this round away, and they need to. Rise is on series point, one step away from closing this one out 3-0. They get a much-needed decap on the home hill of Rise, but they need to go ahead and continue to get elimination as 2 players are going to spawn up and try to reclaim what's theirs.
You see this is going to be a 2v1 against Dezo over at the D hill. Dezo trying to get those back A's off, trying to get any damage he can whatsoever. Flash out, going to be stunned, going to be cleaned up very quickly. Here comes the decap. They're going to have a player down in the middle, 2 players down in the middle. That's going to be all she's said and done. Rise will win map number 3. 5-1 with a 3-0 victory over the Pittsburgh Knights in our final matchup of the night.
3-0, Colin, like you said. DeToX fresh onto the team. He is immediately raising the stakes for Rise, looking like a very, very dangerous team. And I'm honestly waiting to the 23rd. It's a few weeks away, but I'm waiting to the 23rd where Rise gets to go head-to-head against United.
Oh boy, what a matchup. What a set of matches we had tonight. I mean, the first three damn near go the distance, and everyone, it was 5 maps, 4 maps, 5 maps. We come here to this last one. You see Pittsburgh Knights versus Rise. You said, man, this thing got to go to the distance. And Rise said, the only thing we doing is we going to bed. All right, brother, we going to get this thing over with, and we going to go find a pillow quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Rushiez said we got a match at 11 p.m. folks. We're gonna make this one quick for you guys because I know he's not done playing for the day. He's about to get on and hop on another game and probably cool off for the rest of the night, and rightfully so. Well deserved for all of Rise coming into this split. Man, I didn't expect to see them as dominant. I like the addition of DeToX, but for them to really take the matches and really set the tone in the matches the way that they have, I'm just excited to see Rise back on top.
Here we go, DeToX. Another highlight from him. I love that shot. The incendiary deep kind of forces him into that position, but I love that DeToX knew it was happening. He knew the position he had. Those are one of my favorite things about watching the professional players play, which is